Hello, Lindsay Drackenberg here. Today we are doing our third interactive advanced concept presentation, and this one is a fun one because we get to make a volcano, or what has often been used for volcanic experiments. So before we do the actual experiment, which is going to involve vinegar and baking soda, we are going to talk briefly about reactions because that's what's going to hopefully take place in today's experiment. As you can see on the board, we have reactions which are either chemical, physical, or both. So chemical, as the name implies, is a chemical change to the structure or form of the molecule. Whereas physical is the change in physical structure, or not structure, physical form. So that would be like your color or other things like that that we've learned these last few weeks. They are different, so it's important to know the difference, and sometimes both can happen, sometimes one or the other or neither. And we're going to talk after we do the experiment which occurred in this experiment. This week we learned about acids and bases and weak acids, weak bases, strong, weak, whatever. So looking at our vinegar and our baking soda, we know that vinegar is a diluted solution that contains acetic acid. So that means it's an acid, but it's actually a weak acid. And then we have our baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, which is a weak base. So we have a base and we have an acid. And something fun happens when you usually mix bases and acids together. So we'll save the rest of this for after we do the experiment. I'm going to turn you over to my sink in here. Okay. So as I said, we have our vinegar, we have our baking soda, and then we have a bottle, which I forgot to take the label off, Diet Pepsi. But we'll take it off so we can more clearly see what's going to happen. And then we have our paper towel. So per the instructions, we're going to take a piece of our paper towel. We are going to dump some baking soda in it. As you can see, baking soda is on the paper towel. And then we're going to wrap it up. Seems like a lot of paper towel. I'm going to rip off a little. And then we're going to put it, oops, I forgot to take the lid off. We're going to put it in the empty Pepsi bottle. Okay, I'm going to grab my cup. All right, and then we are going to take our vinegar, and over the sink, we're going to dump it in there. And then we're going to cover it, and then we're going to watch what's going to happen. As you can see, fuzzing, here I'll bring it closer, bubbling is occurring, fizzing, maybe you can hear that. I'm going to add a little more. See if that makes a big difference. And we'll add more baking soda to see. Oh, there we go. We needed more baking soda. Okay. So, as you can see, we have fuzzing, we have bubbles going on as the vinegar, which is again the acid, weak acid, and the baking soda interact. So I'm going to switch you back over here. Okay. So we did our vinegar and our baking soda, which interacted, and in this experiment we had a chemical reaction because carbon dioxide gas formed. And when I was learning about this experiment, I saw that you could even put a balloon on top of the bottle, and then the carbon dioxide would fill the balloon with that. So that's a fun way you can actually see the carbon dioxide, but that was a reaction which was a result. And then also the bubbles and foam were also obviously a result of the interaction. So that is carbonic acid and sodium acetate. So those are fun to see that we can look and see it, and then carbon dioxide we obviously can't see. And then this is called the neutralization reaction because it's a reaction between an acid and a base. So they have qualities within them that cancel each other out. So they neutralize each other out, which is really cool to see in this experiment. So, as we learned, when we mix vinegar with baking soda, we have a reaction. It's a chemical reaction due to the acidic and base of the two products that we are using. Thank you.